What's up guys, welcome to my Record of Ragnarok chapter 38 review. As a whole, this chapter was mostly fight, and most likely in the next chapter or the one after, the fight will be concluded. Very hype chapter, very hype fight, and I'm actually starting to enjoy this fight. Prior to this was probably my least favorite fight so far, but now we got a full chapter just exploring the fight itself, with it becoming very interesting. But yep, now onto the review. My goal for 2020 was to reach 10,000 subscribers here on YouTube. So be a mad lad and subscribe alongside these other cool things. Now enjoy the video. The title of the chapter is The Time of Awakening. Starts out with the two fighters looking at each other, getting ready to go for another bout. As we know, Shiva's one of his arms has been absolutely destroyed by Raiden, so he only has 3 arms. And in the last few chapters we explored everything regarding Shiva's backstory. We've got, two people, the two sides, people hyping up Shiva, all the other Indian gods, and people hyping up Raiden, cheering them on, getting ready to go. Or Shiva's wife. We got Shiva with that, shonen protagonist energy that we saw in the flashback, and he starts attacking with his dancing based fighting style, or with his unique footwork. And with this footwork, it's stated to be very unpredictable and incredibly deadly war based dance. And we get some of the other high class Indian gods talking about how this is the move Shiva used against them to defeat them. And with Shiva's dancing, we got all the other Indian gods chanting out a battle beat, all hyping up our boy Shiva to get that dub. We cut to Zeus and some of the other supreme gods. This is Shiva's war dance, known as the hidden treasure of Savaga. Savaga, I believe I pronounced that right. Ares war dance, is that what it is? Hermes, are you familiar with it? I am, of course. Hermes, big brain energy like always. Is this Shiva's very own trump card, which he used when he fought the ragtag bunch of Savaga together. At any rate, it is quite a unique rhythm. We got Shiva going for an attack while doing his dancing based fighting style, and as it stated, it's very unpredictable, and he's able to land multiple attacks on Raiden before he's able to react. But as we know, Raiden has those huge muscles, and with those he's able to tank a lot of attacks from Shiva. Goes for another very powerful attack on Shiva, but Shiva's able to dodge with this unpredictable dance. And with this dance, Raiden can't really touch Shiva from what we've seen so far. Shiva quite literally is dancing around him and doing like counterattacks on him while Raiden's trying to attack. But yet Raiden actually taking some damage from all these attacks. We got some JoJo aura action going on here. Raiden getting a beatdown for the first time really in this fight so far. A real beatdown from Shiva. We still got Shiva quite injured. His arm looks like it's about to fall off, and he's still bleeding from his forehead from a couple chapters ago. But as always, they're still headbutting each other back and forth, but Shiva's still dancing around Raiden, kind of toying with him at this point. Raiden's not being able to do anything, so Raiden is mostly relying on blocking. We cut to Zeus, Hermes, and Ares again. It's rather a pleasant tune, don't you think? That pleasant, I can't stop sweating. Due to this unpredictable rhythm, Shiva can keep that multi-hit attack endlessly. And as for Raiden, I imagine he's under the impression of being attacked by many different enemies all at once. And we got, some inner monologue from Hermes. Someday I would love to dance with Shiva as well. So as we know, Hermes is not fighting in the official tournament, but I think we're going to see Hermes' power, and I think he's going to be top 3 strongest of the gods with something else happen. Maybe if Buddha allies with the humans and there's like a war after this tournament or something like that. But I do think at some point we're going to see Hermes' power. We see the two Valkyrie's reaction from the fight showing how it's turned one-sided, but then we cut to Raiden's arms, who's actually tanking all these attacks from Shiva. He may not be able to react or dodge or even counter-attacking at these, but if he focuses all his muscles into his arms, have big massive shield boulder looking arms, he's able to tank all these attacks without taking an insane amount of damage, in turn kind of countering Shiva, and may just wait on Shiva to run out of energy for this attack. But as we see, Shiva isn't backing down and getting faster and faster. We see like 20 plus punches every second going at him, just going bang 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 bang, and it's actually starting to weaken Raiden's ultimate defense that he has here. We start to see that Shiva's getting so fast and so powerful that smoke is coming from him, and that is quite literally starting to burn up. This is what Hermes said. If I had to guess, his intense dancing is causing his body to become superheated and combust. So Shiva's so fast, he's actually turning into fire with his attack, which is very deadly. And with him getting getting faster and faster having this fire attacks. He's dealing more and more damage to Raiden's defense, but Raiden still hasn't been able to counterattack or do anything against Shiva, and Shiva is getting more and more powerful. We got Raiden getting nervous, questioning how long this is going to last for, worrying about if his defense can really hold up long enough. And he's saying this, I can't believe there's a whole world of these bastards. So he's kind of getting excited that there's a whole world or there's a whole realm of these guys who are this powerful to fully unleash everything he has, because as we know, in his real world or when he was alive as a human, he wasn't able to unleash everything he has in a fight or anything that he did in life. Shiva's actually able to kick down Raiden's ultimate defense and go flying into the air using Raiden's super powerful muscles as like a trampoline to spring himself into the air, and going down for a fire-based kick that pretty much destroys Raiden. We got blood going everywhere, and we see that Raiden is now on fire from that attack. Raiden's flesh has been torn open and he's severely damaged from that attack. We got Shiva talking some shit. Well, what do you think? Did my dance get you fired up, as we know he's on fire from that attack? We cut to some of the other people watching the fight from all around. We got Shiva's friend, Ares, Hermes, we got Odin inside, we got Buddha alone somewhere, Loki on the top somewhere, we got Sasaki and the other samurai dudes underground watching it on screen. Both God and man, everyone there was convinced mankind had suffered their third loss, but Raiden alone softly smiled, and that is the end of the chapter with Raiden's words, man what a pain, with that huge smile on his face ready to go, and that is the end of the chapter. So most likely, as I mentioned at the start of the video, next chapter will be the end of the fight. If it's this long as well, like 42 pages, I believe this will be the end of the fight. So chapter 39 will most likely be the end, and I do believe Shiva's going to win this fight still. I believe Raiden's going to pull out like his ultimate technique or give 100% what he has left, and with this he's going to maybe take out all of Shiva's arms, and maybe Shiva will be required to use his feet or bring out one more technique to barely win. I do think it's going to go very high difficulty and that Shiva's going to get an absolute beating next chapter, but still manage to win very high difficulty. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Are you going for Shiva or Raiden? So far, this fight has got a lot better than what it was previously, maybe because the flashbacks were so long and Shiva's flashback was kind of shonen based and I didn't really have that much interest in his flashback. Also, Raiden's flashback wasn't the greatest we've had so far as well, so that's just another issue I had with this fight so far. But with this chapter, this fight has got a lot better, and the final few panels of everyone, you know, looking down on Raiden saying it's over, it's pretty much over, he's going to be defeated after Shiva's attack, with him smiling at the end, getting excited to continue fighting and unleash most likely everything he has left for the next chapter. So yeah, that's everything for today's chapter review. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe, join the Discord if you have not already. Let me know who do you think is going to win and who do you think is going to be fighting next, because most likely, probably not. Chapter 40 I'll say will get the official reveal of the next fighter. Next chapter will be the conclusion of the fight, and then chapter 40 will most likely be the reveal of the next fight. But yep, that's it guys. Peace.